The Camel Club on 17th and Alder, a student-run cooperative, is known around the West Eugene neighborhoods for hosting events such as Open Mic Night. On Friday, February 15th, 23 individuals were arrested at a Campbell party, and 14 were taken to jail after a confrontation with Eugene police, who had a warrant to confiscate prohibited noise equipment.
There was claims that police responded to a noise complaint call. This is completely untrue. The police were outside our house for at least an hour before they ever interacted with house members. During that time, they were pulling people off the sidewalk and finding any citation that they could get.
Eugene Lieutenant Doug Mozan says the officers responding to the scene encountered a hostile group.
Instead of complying with the officers' orders to stay put, they chose to fight with the officers and try to flee into the house. As the officers were struggling against the people, I understand one officer was grabbed and actually pulled into the Campbell Club. Other people were alleged to have tried to close the door in between responding police officers and the officer that was being held against his will. That obviously ups the ante a little bit, a lot actually. And so when a call for help comes out of that nature, police officers will drop whatever they're doing all over the city and they will come and respond.
Members of Campbell Club are still shaken by the incident. James Mills believes the show of force was unnecessary.
It was at the point so many house members were so scared, there were many of them sick in bed. It seemed like massive overkill on the Eugene Police Department's part.
It seemed suspicious that they felt a need to go into every single private residence and photograph in each room.
When we get a search warrant to enter a residence to search for evidence of the crime of prohibited noise, whatever container could contain evidence of that crime gets searched. And if it's a room, if there doesn't happen to be anybody behind the door that was locked and the door got forced, that's unfortunate, but that's a natural and predictable outcome of a search warrant.
None of us are super pro at handiwork, but we try our best, and the house isn't going to be the same after all of this.
Most ducks are good at partying responsibly. When it happens irresponsibly, that's when the police get involved.
Proceeds from the party were to have been donated to Sappho, who describes themselves as a queer women's discussion group on campus. For Oregon News, I'm Josh Volvovic.